there you are, YouTube. Doodle 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 doo. Subscribe if you're interested, but also no pressure. Hey, today we are going to go over the Screen Actors Guild Award nominations. So, yeah, the nominations, not the awards. Screen Actors Guild Awards nominations. Yeah, I think I said that right. Yeah, before I do that, though, so some information on it. I didn't catch the whole story, but I believe these were supposed to be announced live, and but they had to change that because of the wildfires that are happening right now in California. So instead, they just dropped the information in a press release. If I understood that correctly, I believe that's what happened. So hearts go out to everybody out there. I'm hoping everybody's able to find shelter from those wildfires. It seems and looks very dangerous and devastating, and like a lot of damage is going on. And it's a sad situation. So yeah, thinking about them. But these awards here, or these nominations here, I glanced over them once, but I didn't want to think about them too much so that I could sort of speak my thoughts, I guess, as I'm going through them here. Do we want to do them all? So television's always kind of tough because I haven't watched a lot of the shows, but let's start with stunt ensemble in a television series. So we're going to read through all of these, and I'm going to say what I've seen, what I haven't seen, talk about what I've seen, what I heard about, all of that. So stunt ensemble in a television series. We have The Boys, which I don't watch, but I know a lot of people do, and I kind of want to watch it, but I share a TV with my whole family. I got 2 kids and a wife, and I don't know. I think my wife might be on board with it because she's heard a lot of good things. Fallout, I watched that, but it didn't wow me in the end, and I don't know if I'm going to keep watching it if they make more. House of the Dragon, I do really like that show. Second season, I don't think was as good as the first season, but I will keep with it. Unfortunately, my wife we watched Game of Thrones together and a portion of the first season of House of the Dragon together, but she kind of fell off. So I'm watching that one on my own. The Penguin, heard amazing things about that. Don't know anything about, the stunts with really any of these other than, I guess, House of the Dragon, just from watching it. But Penguin, I'm hearing, is one of the best shows HBO's ever put out. So I'm excited to see that. Shogun, I haven't watched, but I do want to watch it. And I think my wife does too. But we just haven't gotten to it yet. So, who do I want to win? Maybe The Penguin, just because I have so many friends that like it. Shogun seems like the movie that would win, in my opinion. And then House of the Dragon is the only one that I've watched, so that would be cool for me also. I also have a lot of friends that like The Boys. Oh, I guess I did watch Fallout, but I don't know. Didn't really care. Stunt ensemble in a motion picture. We have Deadpool versus Wolverine. Or sorry, Deadpool and Wolverine. I think that would be cool. I did like that movie. Dune Part 2. Again, here, I'm not really talking about the stunts because I don't know what went into them. I mean, Deadpool and Wolverine, a lot of cool stuff happened. Dune, I don't remember much about that movie for some reason. It was in and out. The Fall Guy I didn't watch, but it's about a stuntman, so it's got to be good, I would assume. Gladiator 2, that movie kind of... I didn't see it, but it felt like a giant flop, so I can't imagine that would win. And then Wicked looked like it has some cool stunts. I have seen some behind the scenes with that one. And I think Cynthia Erivo did a lot of her own stunts, so good on that. All right, now we have male actor in a television series or limited series. Javier Bardem for Monsters. Haven't watched it. Have not watched it. Colin Farrell, The Penguin. Heard amazing things. Oh, my wife's watching this upstairs right now. We just started this show. I'm working and it's on in the background, but she's like watching it and paying attention to it. But I'm picking up on things. But Richard Gadd in Baby Reindeer, he does very well in that. Then Kevin Kline in Disclaimer. Don't know anything about it. Andrew Scott Ripley, talented Mr. Ripley, but I don't know much about the show. Here, I'm going to be rooting for Colin Farrell and maybe Richard Gadd too, because he's doing a great job as far as I can tell with this. So that's where I'm going to go. What do you think would win there? With all of these, let me know. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a television, movie, or limited series. We have Kathy Bates in The Great Lillian Hall. Oh, television, movie, or limited series. Okay. I thought she was Matlock or something. I think she is Matlock, but I was expecting that to say Matlock. Kate Blanchett in The Disclaimer. Don't know anything about it. Jodie Foster in True Detective. My wife watched that and did like it, and she just won the Golden Globe, so who knows. Lily Gladstone in... Lily Gladstone? Okay. They have not... They didn't write that correctly. It says Lily Gladstone in Lily Gladstone. That is funny. This is on the Screen Actors Guild Awards website. But here in smaller print, it says Lily Gladstone Under the Bridge. Okay. I saw previews for that. Jessica Gunning in Baby Reindeer, which again is upstairs. That's based on a true story, by the way. Casting was very good. Kristen Milotti, the Penguin. Okay, very cool. Hearing great things about her. Who am I rooting for? I don't know. I guess out of all of these, the only one I've seen so far is like 2 episodes of Baby Reindeer, so Jessica Gunning. And she did win the SAG Award. All right, male actor in a comedy series. We have Adam Brody in Nobody Wants This. Never heard of it. Ted Danson in A Man on the Inside. Never heard of it. Harrison Ford in Shrinking. I've seen a couple like teasers for it. Martin Short, awesome. Only Murders in the Building. And then Jeremy Allen White keeps getting placed in this category, but I don't see it as a comedy myself. Martin Short, I would love it if he won. I think people need to get a little bit more strict in the way they vote based on if they think it's category fraud or not. Because I would say The Bear is a drama, even though it has funny moments in it. And therefore, I would not vote for Jeremy Allen White, even though I think he does an amazing, wonderful job. I would vote for him in drama, however. I think. I don't know. But here I'm going to be rooting for Martin Short. Okay, female actor in a comedy series. We got Kristen Bell in Nobody Wants This. Don't know anything about it. Quinta Brunson in Abbott Elementary. Oh, love that show so much. Then Lisa Cologne Zayas in The Bear. Again, I don't see it as a comedy series. And then Ayo Edebiri in The Bear. I don't see it as a comedy series. And then Jean Smart, Hacks. Hello, she's, I feel like, won for quite a few years. So I don't know if we want to... Is that right? Did she... I feel like she's won maybe a few in a row, but I don't know. I'm either for Quinta or Jean Smart. Maybe I would choose whoever has the least amount of awards. I don't know, because it would be a coin toss for me. They are both so good. I love them both. Maybe I would actually, if I were to base it on comedy, I would probably go Quinta, because it feels like pure comedy, you know, more so, where Hacks is comedy, but I don't know. I was gonna say it has a drama sprinkled in, but everything does. So I don't know. You know what? I don't know who I'd vote for. I would flip a coin and then write down whatever side it landed on. Next we have best or outstanding performance by an ensemble in a comedy series. We have Abbott Elementary. We have The Bear. I'm not going to vote for it. Then we have Hacks. What am I going to do? Only Murders in the Building. I have not watched, but I really do like Steve Martin and Martin Short. Then Shrinking. I didn't know that was a comedy. I assumed it was a drama. So here, coin toss. It'd be a coin toss between Abbott Elementary and Hacks. Hacks had such a great, awesome mic drop of an ending of that season. What was that season? Where are we at now? 3 or 4 or whatever. It was strong. It was so good. I don't know. I might have to go Hacks. Although it's the ensembleness of it. The ensemble. Actually, a lot of the Hacks ensemble is kind of separated, where the Abbott Elementary, they're sort of always together, and I like that. So I might actually go Abbott Elementary, even though I absolutely love Hacks, because there's a separation between a lot of the cast. They kind of work in pairs in a way rather than group. And actually, The Bear, was this the season that like it felt like nobody was together ever? So that one would be a tough one for me to vote for that reason, along with it feels more drama to me. All right, next we have outstanding performance by a male actor in a drama series. Also, I know this says Oscar here, and I got an Oscar here, but we are again working with the SAG Awards. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a drama series. I need to learn how to say this. Tadanobu Asano for Shogun, Jeff Bridges for The Old Man, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, Eddie Redmayne for The Day of the Jackal, Hiroyuki Sanada for Shogun. I'd probably pick either one of the Shogun performers just because there's, I mean, the costuming that the performers have to wear, and live in those outfits and live as those characters. I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot going into it, and then the the like militant aspect of it. I just feel like there's a lot that goes into playing a character like that, and I don't know. It all seems interesting to me, and I think Asano won the Golden Globe. Is that who won? Wait, did they both win Golden Globes? I think maybe I'm thinking of a different actor. I don't know. I haven't watched the show, but I would probably pick. Actually, I know Yuki from one of the John Wick movies and some other stuff, so I'd probably vote for him. Okay, actually, I know all, Eddie Redmayne from stuff, Jeff Bridges from stuff, Gary Oldman, but I don't know. Just more interested in watching Shogun than the other shows. Oh, here's Kathy Bates for Matlock, because we are now doing female actor in a drama series. Kathy Bates in Matlock. Remember Andy Griffith? Then Nicola Coughlan for Bridgerton, have not seen it. Allison Janney for The Diplomat, haven't seen it. Kerry Russell for The Diplomat, haven't seen it. Anna Sawai for Shogun, haven't seen it. But I believe she won a Golden Globe, and she had a very quick speech. And I think it would be cool if she won. Kathy Bates, I think it would be cool if she won. And I also really like Kerry Russell, even though I haven't seen that show. So I would be cool for if they won. So I haven't seen any of these shows. It would just be based on my fandom of the actresses and wanting to watch Shogun, basically. All right, next we have ensemble, outstanding performance by an ensemble in a drama series. We have Bridgerton, Day of the Jackal, The Diplomat, Shogun, and Slow Horses. I'm just going to go ahead and say it right now, Shogun, because that's the one I want to watch the most out of these. So I'm not predicting, I'm really telling you what I want to win. All right. So now we're moving on to movies here. Male actor in a supporting role. We have Jonathan Bailey in Wicked. Hey, check that out. That's exciting. He was really fun in that movie. I liked him a lot. Yura Borisov in Anora. I've heard he is very good in it and like deserving of an Oscar. Excuse me. Kieran Culkin. Just going to go ahead and say he's going to be the one I'm rooting for just because, grew up watching him in Home Alone and Home Alone 2 and Father of the Bride and Father of the Bride 2, and then really liked him in, what is that, Scott Pilgrim, and what else did he do? I don't know, that other indie movie he did when he was younger than what he was in Scott Pilgrim. What was that called? What was that called? I keep not remembering it. Gosh, I wish I could think of it. And then Succession, So I don't know. I'm just excited that his career is like thriving. Next we have Edward Norton for A Complete Unknown. Who's he playing in that? Probably somebody real. That's that Bob Dylan story. And then we have Jeremy Strong in The Apprentice. Interested in seeing that? All right. So that's a male actor in a supporting role. And I'm going Kieran Culkin there as who I want to win. Next, we have female actor in a supporting role. We have Monica Barbaro in A Complete Unknown. Who's she playing? Someone famous, I'm sure. Jamie Lee Curtis in The Last Showgirl. I really want to watch that movie a lot. I think that would be, I don't know, I just really want to see it. Then we have Danielle Deadweiler for The Piano Lesson. I haven't even heard of that. I have to check that one out. Ariana Grande in Wicked. That would be awesome. I'd be very happy for her. Really thought Wicked was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed watching that movie. Then Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. She won the Golden Globe and had a very emotional speech. She was very emotional during it. And I like her a lot and stuff. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm excited to because it seems like a lot of attention is on it right now. But I have a crush on her, and that would be awesome, you know. And she's the queen of sci-fi, the current queen of sci-fi in my eyes. So yeah, I guess I'm rooting for Ariana Grande or Zoe Saldana. And I think it would be cool, and maybe some people wouldn't think this is cool, but I believe this is Ariana Grande's first foot into cinema acting, movie acting, and I don't know, I think that would be kind of cool if she won, you know, like on her first try. Maybe that's not, I don't know, maybe that's not cool, but I think it's cool. Okay, next we have a male actor in a leading role. We have Adrian Brody for The Brutalist. Honestly, he's who I'm rooting for. Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. I have not watched that. Daniel Craig for Queer. Have not watched that. Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing. Have not watched that. And then Ralph Fiennes for Conclave. I watched that and I thought he was very good in it. I just felt like you could see everything he was feeling and thinking on his face and his doubt and struggles, and I thought he did wonderfully. So I think it would be cool if he won, and I'm also rooting for Adrian Brody just because I think it's more because of Oscar stuff, but I think it's cool that he was the youngest or is the youngest Best Actor Oscar winner, and sometimes that can mean like, well, your career is over now because you peaked too early, and I think it's cool that he's back all these years later. All right, next we have female actor in a leading role. Hey now, this is exciting. I am so happy about this. I am so happy for her. Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl. I have not seen this movie yet, but I really want to watch it. I love that she was on Tool Time, presenting Tool, Tim the Tool Man Taylor. I love that she was on Baywatch. I used to have a Baywatch folder in my Trapper Keeper back when I was in high school, and I don't know, I just think that's so cool that she has done a performance that has gotten her this. I don't think she'll win it though, but I don't know. I think it would be very cool if she did, but I don't think she will. But I love the story behind her, just, you know, her career. It's amazing. So maybe it could happen. I think it would be great, and I hope it does. We also have Cynthia Erivo, who is wonderful in Wicked. Her voice is so powerful, so great, and I love her acting in it as well. This is a tough category here. She's so good. Carla Sofia Gascon from Emilia Perez. I have not seen that, so can't comment on her or really the film or anything, but I do know I want to see it. Mikey Madison, I have not watched Honora. That's what she's nominated for, but I hear great things. Sort of a Cinderella style story in a way, sort of fairy tale-ish, but like in a real world. So I really want to see that based on all the word of mouth. And then Demi Moore for The Substance. Now, her Golden Globe speech, she won the Golden Globe, was so good, and it really reminds you of her, like the speech just reminds you of her career, how long she's been around, um, and just it was one of the best speeches I think I've just I can remember at the Golden Globes. It was so good, so touching, so heartfelt. Just the history of her career. It was also good. So she'll probably win. I think that would be cool. It would be really awesome, especially because it's a body horror film. What? So I'm kind of rooting for her. I'm rooting for three people here. Pamela Anderson, I would be elated. Cynthia Erivo, elated. Demi Moore, elated. Like all of those. And then the other two I just haven't seen yet, so I can't really say. But maybe I would be elated if they win one too. I think this right now for me is stiff competition because there are three people I would love to see win. All right, now here we are. We're at the end. Um, Cast in a motion picture, aka Best Picture. Wink, wink, wink. A complete unknown. That's that Bob Dylan movie by James Mangold. Who James Mangold, I really almost love his movies. I would say, actually, I would say I love them, but there's always something that makes it like love them. You know, there's always something. Except maybe Copland. Maybe that's his perfect film. But like even, and it's hard to say, but even Logan, there's just like one thing I was just like, I don't know if I would have done that. And it's, I don't know. I just, for some reason, there's always like one small thing. And I have not seen Indiana Jones yet, but maybe that's amazing. It doesn't sound that way, but maybe I would think so. Um, but I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to feel about a complete unknown, but based on the track record in terms of me, like actually I also really like what's the other one? Ford v Ferrari. Like that one is so close to like like extra loving it, but there's just one little thing where I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, I'm excited to see Complete Unknown. The worst concert I've ever been to was Bob Dylan. Worst concert I've ever been to, Bob Dylan. Next we have Honora. Very excited to see this again because of the word of mouth. Conclave. Excited for that one just because it has such an amazing powerhouse cast in it. It's just like all these legends, you know, Rafe and old Lithgow. And Lithgow has looked the same since I was a little child. Like when I was a little kid, seeing him in Santa Claus the movie and Harry and the Hendersons, I feel like that's what he looks like now. It's amazing. But you know, I think sometimes baldness does that because baldness makes you look younger, or sorry, older even when you're younger. So you just assume he's, you know, same thing with premature gray with like Steve Martin. You know, you just assume he's an old guy when he's young, and then when he's still living, you're like, how's this guy still alive? Stanley Tucci, other people, I think, if I can remember right, but it's it's an amazing cast there. Emilia Perez. Again, I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but the cast looks like they're having fun whenever I see clips. And then Wicked, really great cast there. I thought all of it was good. I really like Cynthia and Ariana, and then Jeff Goldblum, and why is her name? Not coming to me. Darn it. What is her? Why isn't it coming to me? Anyway, the whole cast. You know, who plays Morrible, you know, and the guy who plays Bach. And Anna Rose, is that her name? I don't know. Just everybody's good in it, and that other guy who was nominated earlier. So, but what am I rooting for here? Well, shoot. I hmm. I almost want to say Wicked because I think through and through I like that movie more. But Conclave, those actors are doing great things, especially Rafe. So I don't know. One of those two. One of those two. I'd probably go. I might just go Wicked though. I don't know. I'm kind of like the kids really enjoy like the music, and I don't know. I've like it. I've seen it twice now. I'm gonna pick Wicked. Although, but now I don't know because it's a part one. Here's my problem. What if Wicked 2 is not good, but then Wicked 1 wins this award? Let's say Wicked 1 wins this award, and then two's not good, and it sort of like stains this win, right? You ever think about that sort of thing? Sometimes you gotta wait till the end, just like we did with Lord of the Rings. So, I don't know. That's a tough one. But I'm gonna still say it. I'm still gonna say it. I'm gonna go, "Nah, I don't know. Wait, but here, it's not the film. It's not the film, it's the cast. It's the cast. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Wicked. Alright. So I want to know what you think of these. I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. What do you hope wins? I was doing more of a what I'm rooting for, more so than a prediction. I don't know. That's become more fun to me. Just it kind of brings it back to before I knew too much about Hollywood. Now I just, you know, kind of from prognosticators and just my own experience, you kind of know who's gonna win. So it's kind of fun to just focus on rooting for. But anyway, I'm curious what you think of these. Who are you rooting for, and maybe who are you predicting? I'd love to know. Wait, where's the Brutalist? Maybe that cast isn't very large. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and perhaps we'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.